my beautiful ones. This is Dr. V. Welcome back to Live Tarot. I am so happy that you are here. Today we are doing a pick a card reading on what's next in love for you. So this is going to be for everyone. So whether you are currently in a relationship or connection and would like to know what's happening next, get some clarity on that, or you are looking to find new love, attract love into your life, this reading is for all of you. We're going to touch upon all of those things. So if you're new to this channel, welcome. It is so exciting to have you here. Make sure that you do hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my further readings, my future readings. So let's get right into your choices. So today, since our theme is love and what's next in love, I have 3 themes of love here for you with beautiful goddesses. So if you would like to take a moment, take a deep breath and meditate on what you feel most intuitively guided here to, you can choose number 1, number 2, number 3, or you can choose all of them and take the messages that resonate for your situation and leave the rest. So make sure that you are gentle with yourself, right? This is a general reading. Not everything may resonate for you and your situation. If you'd like to have specific guidance on what's going on with you, that's what a personal reading is for. You can have one with me. The information for that is in the box below, as well as the links to all of these oracle decks that I've created for all of you who are on this journey and would like some more clarity. So let's take a look at your pile choices. So for group number 1, we have Mary Magdalene, unconditional love. Love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. For group number 2, we have Isolde, undying love. The love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. And for group number 3, we have Guinevere, true love. The romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. All right, go ahead and make your selection, and we will start with group number 1. My beautiful group number 1 who chose Mary Magdalene, let's take a look at what is next in love for you. So we have the 7 of Earth or 7 of Pentacles. We have the 2 of Fire or 2 of Wands. We have the 7 of Fire or 7 of Wands. Interesting. And we have here the 10 of Earth or 10 of Pentacles. Wow, this is lovely. So we're going to start here with your tarot, and then we'll move on to your oracle cards. And what I find very interesting here, I'm really loving the fact that I feel that your energy, first and foremost, is coming through here as very, very intentional. Okay, there's a lot of authenticity, a lot of intentionality that I feel that you are coming into when it comes to love for you, okay? And see, the reason why I'm also starting with your energy here, because we are going to get into your partner and their energy as well, but I want to start here with your energy. And what I love about this is because, you know, when we are clear on where we are, what our energy is, how do we truly feel, what is it that we truly want from love, whether we are with somebody or not, right? Whether we are connected to another soul at this level of intentionality and intimacy, or whether we are looking to attract a like-minded partner into our lives, somebody who we can flow with, somebody that we feel a very easy, wonderful connection that we can grow into. I feel like it all starts with us and our energy first, right? So what I'm loving here is that I feel that you are really coming into your own. Okay, you've been on a journey of clarification. Okay, with the Seven of Earth, I just feel like you have been on a very powerful journey of staying really grounded in your life, like getting grounded, getting clear, being able to look at where you are, where you've come from, your past experiences, and even past relationships that have definitely been a struggle. I feel like, you've learned a lot. You've had your heart broken quite a few times here. There have been times where you have felt betrayed or let down by people, but I feel like you've come to a point in your life where, you are making peace with that in a really profound and powerful way. And what you're doing is you're using those experiences as a stepping stone to making better choices. You're really, getting away from the emotional downgrade of those experiences. Because, let's face it, obviously we're going to go through a time of feeling emotionally spent or emotionally compromised by some of these experiences that we are going through, right? But it's so important that you are now coming out of that phase, and you're coming into a phase of, okay, I've gone through the pain, I've gone through the frustration. Now it's time for me to actually just learn the lessons and be very clear on why those things didn't work for me in the past, so that I know not to repeat those mistakes. I know now what I need to stay away from. And so I feel like when it comes to where you are very, very clear with the Seven of Fire. Also, you're becoming much more strong in your convictions and your values. Okay, so you're becoming much more clear on, this is the crap that I am not going to take anymore. Okay, so you are becoming very, very strong in what you believe. And I'm feeling like in the past, you may have struggled with that. Like, I feel like in the past, you may have given people in your life. And I also feel for those of you who are currently in a connection, you're also coming to a point where, with that person that you're with, you are becoming much more strong with them. Like, you're setting boundaries. You're setting up healthy boundaries. You are becoming clear on what you will accept and what you will not accept, whether it's in the current relationship you're in or in the relationship that you're looking to bring into your life. So what this tells me is that, again, you are either going to show up in a different way with the person that you're in a relationship with. So either they're going to see you as that new person, as that evolved entity, and they're going to love it, or they're not going to be able to deal with it. And you're going to know that you're in for something better. So either way, whether you stay with the person you're at and you evolve with them, or you are in a place of, inviting somebody new into your life, I feel like the results are going to be phenomenal for you either way. So this is a big win-win situation. And the reason for it is because you are evolving. So as you are evolving, you're making better choices. Okay, Two of Fire, Two of Wands. Okay, you're coming from a much more passionate place. You're making incredible choices. You are changing the choices that you are making. So your relationship now, if you're in one, or a future relationship that is coming in for you, is definitely going to be evolved. It's going to change, and it's going to bring you exactly what you want. 10 of Pentacles. This is so beautiful. Look at this energy. It's gorgeous. It's the energy of coming into full fruition of who you are right now. and who you were always meant to be, like who you always wanted to be. So there is a tremendously powerful energy in the combination of this 7 of fire and 10 of earth, which is all about standing your ground now, knowing exactly who you are, moving forward towards who you are, being very clear on what you want and getting exactly everything you want, because this 10 of earth really does represent you getting everything that you've ever wanted in a relationship and attracting a partner, or developing the relationship with your current partner to actually level up to where that needs to be. Okay, so this is extremely powerful energy coming through from you. Your evolution, your sense of expansion, your sense of clarity, all of that is coming into beautiful fruition. And what I'm feeling here is that you are going to, if you're looking for new love, you are going to attract that kind of person to you, because the energy that you are now stepping into is one that is a very powerful magnet. Okay, you're stepping into the energy of becoming a super manifester. You are going to manifest and attract like a magnet the exact same person into your life who can fulfill these qualities. Okay, so you're stepping into a whole new level of being. So let's take a look at now, who is this person? What is this person going to be like? What is next in love? So either your current person is going to step into this energy, and we're going to look at how they're going to step into this energy and what that energy is going to be like, or you are attracting a new person with this energy, okay, who's going to have this energy as well. So let's take a look here. Beautiful. See? Absolutely. Oh my gosh, this is lovely. All right. So I feel that let's start with those of you who are looking for and wanting to attract new love. Okay. I'm going to add some messages here. So Spirit, for our beautiful ones who are looking to attract new love, as well as looking to up level and maybe expand the relationship they're currently in, can you give us some more messages about what is next in love for them? Yeah. Beautiful. See? Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. Look at this. So, okay, we're going to start with those of you who are looking for new love. So what I'm feeling is the person that you are attracting into your life is really going to be incredible. There is an energy here of this person really being the kind of person that you have always wanted. The kind of person that you always have kind of had this almost like a spiritual bond with for a long time. You've always kind of felt a presence there in your life, and I feel like you felt this presence of this person even when you were in other relationships. It's almost like you felt like there was something in these other relationships that wasn't quite the person that you're looking for. So I'm not saying that you didn't love those people that you were with in the past. You did. I feel like you tried your best. You tried to work with them where they were, and you really gave those relationships your full attention, your full love. And if they did not work, I feel like you have come to a place in your life where you are definitely healing from that, like where you realize that, you know what, it's not just me. There was a reason why those relationships didn't work. And I've always felt that there was somebody in my life, in my energy, that is still not with me quite yet in the physical. So I'm feeling that you guys definitely had this continuing sense of a 5D presence of somebody in your life. You feel that you were still kind of calling in your true soulmate. even though you may have loved other people in the past, I feel like there was a part of you that still felt like, you know what, this is not exactly the one for me. I feel like my true soulmate is still out there. I feel like I am still calling them in. And so I feel that the person that you are calling in right now is definitely going to be the person who's going to make you feel like, wow, okay, this is what I was looking for. This is the person that fulfills that energy. Like, I feel like that lack of kind of completion energy that I was feeling in the past with other people, I'm totally feeling with this person. So when you meet this person, you're going to feel, and I feel like it's going to be very mutual. You're going to feel a lot of gratitude and appreciation for each other. Okay. There's a very strong energy coming through here of you guys are going to feel like, wow, I am so grateful. I feel so amazing to meet this person. Look at these two hands coming together. It's going to feel like that. It's going to feel like there's a warmth. There's an understanding. There is a familiarity. Like you've always known each other. You've always felt this connection, and it's going to feel like coming home. Okay. And I feel that both of you are definitely going to feel like there's been in your past, there's been a lot of efforting. You know, like you always felt like relationships were an effort, a lot of toil and labor, you know, going through relationships that you've had in the past. And you're kind of tired of that. You've gotten to a point where you're tired of the, you know, efforting, right? Why did it always feel like a struggle? And I feel like now when you meet this person, when this person comes into your life, when you call them in here, it's going to feel so easy. You know, there's going to be a sense of relaxation, a sense of ease. And I feel that, you know, you're going to, like, whatever fears that both of you had in the past. And I feel like there's been hesitation on your part. There's been hesitation on their part in the past. But I feel like the way you are going to know this person is that you're going to feel an ease coming through, where that fear that maybe you had felt in the past, that they had felt in the past, is just going to kind of flow away. You know, you're not going to feel afraid. You're going to feel like it's so much easier to be vulnerable with this person. It's so much easier to open up to them, and they're going to feel the same way. They're going to feel very comfortable in opening up to you. They're going to feel like that all that hesitation or resistance or insecurity that they felt in past relationships, that you felt in past relationships, they just don't feel that with you. It's like this beautiful heart-opening experience. And you're both going to feel very much like you have awakened to your full power for the first time in your lives. And this is so beautiful. I'm just loving this. This is how you're going to know this person when they come into your life. And I'm feeling for some of you, you may already know this person in some way. You just may not have this relationship with them yet. They may be on the periphery of your life. They may be like a friend of a friend, or they may be like a mutual acquaintance. For some of you, I'm also feeling like, you know, you don't know them yet, but they're kind of on their way. Like there's an energy here of them. Like it's almost like the more you become in tune with these energies of flow and abundance, and like everything is just easy, the more easily they are flowing into your life. If you don't know them, it's going to come very easy the more you tap into this energy. So it's like you're awakening to your full power, and so are they. So that is why you're attracting to one another so easily. See, your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. Okay, so as you do that, look at this awakening, realization, progress. Your twin is awakening to your connection. So your twin, your soulmate, however you see it, there is a really deep healing that is going on here that is helping both of you to fully step into your power and to awaken, not just to your connection, but to awakening to how much easier life can actually be when you are operating from spiritual power, when you are operating from clarity, right? When you're grounded, when you know who you are, when you're standing in your own power. This 7 of fire to me is also the same energy of being able to stand in that clarity, to stand in that conviction of knowing who you are, what you want, and what you deserve. And when you're in that energy, infinite abundance is coming to you. See, abundance is pouring into your life. And what I see that as for you is an abundance of love, an abundance of happiness, joy, acceptance, clarity, and a total lack of fear. And look at this. Isn't this so beautiful? So I feel like when you meet this person, there's going to be a lot of action, okay? That's how you're also going to know this relationship is going to move forward. You're both going to be very, very committed and invested in taking the action that is necessary to actually move this forward. 2 of Wands, right? Beautiful choices, beautiful decisions that are rooted in passion, purpose, clarity, right? Look at this beautiful action card. I love this combination. There is so much beautiful energy that is flowing here. And I feel very much that it is coming from the 2 of you being so resilient. Look at this beautiful energy of resilience. It's like you guys have really been through the ringer here. You're both very resilient. You guys have seen life, and now you're ready for things to be easy. You're done with the toil and labor. You're rising above obstacles and tribulations, and you're ready for things to be easy. So now, for those of you who are currently in a relationship or in a connection, and you want to know what is next in love. So this is the beautiful thing. For those of you who are currently in a connection, I feel like what Spirit is saying is they're kind of presenting a challenge to you, but a good one. They're saying that it's time for the 2 of you to heal whatever has been a struggle for you, okay? This is the time. The time has come for real clarity in this connection. The time has come for you to decide on this 10 of Pentacles. Like, do you guys truly want this? And if so, what does this look like for the 2 of you? Like, do you have the same vision on what you want your life, your real life together to look like? Now, for some of you who are in a connection right now and are struggling, I'm feeling there may be like a long distance issue. There may be some sort of, like we are struggling to come together in our vision for the future, because this 10 of Pentacles is really challenging you to come together and have the same vision or be on the same page so that you know that you're both working towards the same thing. So I feel like that's where Spirit is saying, okay, your path into being where you want to be is going to be about coming into your full power. It's going to be about saying, look, we both need to stop this toil and labor. We need to stop efforting in the wrong way, okay? Because there may have been a lot of, exhaustion coming through here. Exhaustion of, are we on the same page? Exhaustion of, why do we not want the same things? We love each other, but where is this going, right? So there's this energy here that you guys need to come out of that is very about getting on the same page and not feeling like this is labor, right? So I feel like for you, what's next in love is you guys are going to have to come to an understanding that, there are things in this connection that need to be healed, but we need to be awakened to those things so we understand how to shift into a different state of being in this connection, right? I feel like right now Spirit is challenging the 2 of you to say, we're going to get over whatever our fears and insecurities are, and we need to be resilient, okay? We can't give into whatever our fears are. If there are things that are putting up blocks and obstacles in this connection, we need to be fearless and resilient to move past those things. And the way to move past them is to be more vulnerable. Because if you feel like you've been holding back in this connection because you're afraid that if you speak your truth, you will lose this person, then it's time for you to get some courage, be brave. If you speak from a place of love, you're not going to lose this connection. If you speak your truth from a place of love and understanding and not like ego and lashing out or anger or frustration, but if you can come at it from a way of love and compassion, but still stand for your truth. 7 of Fire, I feel like Spirit is saying, for those of you who are in a connection, you need to stand up for yourself. It's time to speak your truth. It's time to have conviction on what it is that you want and be clear on that, but not be afraid of losing the connection. That's where it's like this resilience, this you coming out of this fear is actually going to work for you. It's actually going to bring the two of you into a much better place. That's how you step into your real power in this connection. And that's how you start making the abundance flow, right? The two of you have to start getting really truthful and really honest. And you have to have each other's back, regardless of what the issues are. And I feel like that's what's really next for you in love, is that you guys are going to come at this from, how much I appreciate what we already have, but we need it to be better. What we already have is beautiful, but it can be so much better. So there's a spirit here of up-leveling that is next in love for those of you who are in a connection right now. There's a spirit here of we need to take better action. We need to assess better, and be honest about where we are right now so that we can take the right actions to move forward to where it is that we want to be. But I feel like there's a very powerful energy of commitment here that is coming through, that you both are very committed to making this happen, that even if you speak your truth, you're not going to lose this connection. You're not going to lose one another. In fact, you're going to gain a better version of each other, and that's exactly what you want. Okay, so this is so beautiful for all of you, whether you are in a connection or whether you want to know where your next connection is coming, like what is that going to be like? This is where you are. So I feel like Spirit is saying, at the end of the day, continue to work on you, because the stronger you become, the better you become in your clarity, in your vibration. You cannot go wrong. This is a win-win. All right, I love it. So let me know what you thought in the comment box below. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of the oracle decks that I've created here for you, all of the links are also in the box below. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you all on the next video. My beautiful group 2 who chose Isolde, this is your reading. Now this is going to be for both groups. What is next in love if you are currently connected to somebody, and what is next in love if you are single and looking for love? So we're going to cover both. All right, so let's start with your tarot. We have the Page of Air or the Page of Swords. We have the Ace of Air or Ace of Swords. We have, oh wow, lots of swords energy here. Messenger of Air or the Knight of Swords. And we have the Queen of Fire or the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, this is really interesting energy. All right, so first of all, I'm feeling in terms of what's next in love for both groups, for everybody, I'm feeling that there is definitely a desire within you. You're coming to a point in your life where you're getting very clear on what it is that you do and do not want, okay? I feel like there's been times in your life where there may have been a lot of confusion, you know, for you. Like, I feel like you've had to really kind of take your time to figure out through testing, through trial and error, through, like, you know, dating people in the past, having relationships in the past. I feel like you have definitely come to a point in your life where you are gaining a lot of clarity, and that clarity has come from experience, and it's for better or worse. You have taken those lessons, and what it's done for you is that it's given you the process of clarification. It's giving you the gift of clarity. So whatever pain or struggle you may have been going through, or may have gone through up till now, has actually served you, whether you want to see it that way or not. And I know sometimes it's hard, you know, when we've been through a lot of pain, when we've been through a lot of struggle, I feel like sometimes it is hard to see it as a blessing, or to see it as, you know, important lessons learned, right? So I do feel, because we're getting a lot of this air energy, right? Mental energy with this Ace of Swords, Page of Swords, Knight of Swords. So I feel that you have definitely gotten to a point where you have gained clarity, and you are still very much working on that. And so in terms of what's next for you in love, I feel that the clarity that you have gained is going to be a very powerful catalyst to bring you exactly what you want from love. So for those of you who are in a relationship already, or in a connection already, I feel that the clarity that you have about what it is that you want to happen next, or where you want this relationship to go, is going to become very powerful for you. And you're going to be able to very effectively communicate that clarity with this Page of Air. Okay, so I feel like you've gotten to the point where you are feeling much more comfortable and clear in letting your partner know what it is that you truly want. You're going to be communicating with them in a much more effective way. And it's going to feel much more stable than it did before. It's going to feel like it's flowing naturally for you. It's going to feel so much more, the word I feel like that Spirit is giving me is safe. Because I do feel that if you're connected with somebody right now, I do feel that there may have been a lot of in and out energy here. I feel like there may have been a lot of misunderstandings that have gone on between the two of you, because there's been some sort of a struggle with communication on both sides, right? So there may have been some jumping to conclusions. There may have been some miscommunication, misdirected anger, or misdirected triggers and things like that have happened. So there may have been a very on and off quality to this relationship. You may have been on and off, you know, multiple times here. And for some of you, I'm feeling that you're feeling also very exhausted from it. You're feeling tired of the on-off energy, and you're looking for something stable. And so what's next for you in love is definitely you're calling in that stability. And I feel like you're also coming into your own in terms of your grounding yourself. So with this Queen of Fire, this is Queen of Wands energy. Queen of Wands energy, I feel like you're coming into your own in terms of being more grounded in who you are, and therefore being more bold with what it is that you want to say and do, especially in speaking your truth. I feel like you're going to become much more bold in speaking your truth here. This combination of Queen of Fire with Ace of Fire tells me that you're going to be much more open to sharing your thoughts with the person you're with, or for those of you who are looking for love or wanting to attract love, what's next in love for you is that you are going to attract somebody with whom you feel more comfortable sharing your thoughts. So I feel like there's a lot of really positive things that are happening here for those of you who are looking for new love. And I feel like this clarity that you've been working on is going to serve you really well. Like I said, either whether if you're in a current relationship, it's going to serve you well to take that relationship to a deeper, better level. If you are looking for a relationship, wanting to attract love, I feel like you're going to attract it from the right place, because I feel like whatever was your last relationship or your last few relationships before, like now being open to receiving something new, I feel like you learned a lot from those relationships, and those relationships have also led you into embracing more of this Queen of Wands energy. And I see this as energy, so I'm not attaching a gender like to this Queen of Fire. I feel like this is an energy of being very bold, of being communicative, of being able to speak your truth in a way where you're not afraid that you're going to lose somebody, or somebody's going to be turned off by what you have to say, or you're going to, miss out on something because you are more assertive than you were before. So I do feel that for those of you who are looking for love, there's definitely new assertion coming out here, much more confidence. Okay, so what's next for you in love is that you are going to attract somebody to you who's very much going to be turned on by your confidence. Okay, this is somebody who's not going to be intimidated by your confidence. They're going to actually want that. They're looking for somebody who can hold their own with them. They're looking for somebody who is their emotional and mental equal. And because you have done the clarity work here, I feel like you're going to be a very much of a better communicator of what it is that you want with this person that you are calling in, that you are going to be meeting. And I do feel that there's some communication coming in soon from that person. Either you know them already, but you don't know them very well, like they're in your kind of sphere of life, or they are somebody new who is coming in. But I feel like there's going to be some communication here. So if you guys are on like a dating app right now, if some of you are looking for love on, like a dating website or a dating app, I feel like there's going to be a message that is going to come through from somebody soon. And that message is going to pique your interest. There's going to be something very fascinating to you about the way this person reaches out to you, either through text, through dating app, through, or through like some form of communication. It may not be like a phone call right away. It may be more like a text, but I feel like it's going to convert itself into more like live talking pretty quick. Like I don't get the feeling that you're going to text forever with this person. I feel like, a couple of texts are going to go back and forth. You're going to feel some sort of an interest, some sort of a spark, and they're going to feel it too. And then you're going to start communicating. So that's really good. And I encourage you, for those of you who are looking for love, as these messages come through from this new person, as you start to connect with them, make sure you stay true to yourself. Be in that confident energy. Do not give in to the any kind of a power struggle where you come up in an energy of being the weaker one. You don't want to do that. You want to find the sweet spot. You know how sometimes and this goes for both of you, those of you who are in a relationship as well as those of you who are looking for a relationship, what Spirit is saying here is timeless, and it applies to all groups, in the sense that there is always going to be a power dynamic between two partners in any relationship. That is human nature. It's how you navigate and negotiate that power dynamic which is going to fully determine the level of success in this relationship. And what I mean the level of success is, are you happy in this relationship? Do you feel that this relationship is satisfying to you? Do you feel that you are growing together? So this is why it's always like this. If you are too needy or too desperate, I'm not saying you are. If you're too needy or desperate, or too wanting this and holding on to it tightly, then you're going to give off the vibe of, lack. And that's not going to work, because then the other person has more power. Now, if you're the opposite, if you're like cold, standoffish, defensive, like I'm not going to take no shit, like that, then it's like you're the opposite end of the spectrum. Now, like, it's like the other person will feel like you are sapping the power. Like it's like, again, unequal. Like they have to be the weak ones, you are the strong ones. So this is why I feel like Spirit is saying that for both groups, attached and looking for love, you want to find the sweet spot where there is, as much as possible, an equal give and take in the power relationship, in the dynamic, where you are giving, they are giving. You are taking, they are also taking equally. Invest and test. I keep saying this. I've said this so many times before, but I feel like Spirit really wants you to feel this. Invest and then test and see if the other person meets you halfway. Invest a little bit more time, energy, love, openness, vulnerability, and then test to see if that person meets you equally, because that's the sweet spot. You don't want one person to dominate one way or the other. This is what Spirit is saying here. You need to level the playing field. You can't be the weak one, nor can you be the overpowering one. And that's the same for the other person as well, right? So there has to be a very, very, a very concerted and beautiful effort to make this something that works for both of you in a very, very equivalent, equivalent way. That's what we're looking for, right? That's what we're really, really looking for here. Sorry, I'm just trying to organize these. So let's get into deeper messages here. What else does Spirit have to say? This is lovely. I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to give you some more cards here. So what is next in love? Dear Spirit, can you please give us some more messages for our beautiful group 2? What is next in love, whether you're attached or looking for love? Okay. So we're getting children, acceptance, valiant courage, take action with passion, surrender to the wisdom of your body, sudden wealth, integrity, moving forward, rising above, potential, and denial. All right, so what I'm feeling here is, again, what's next in love. Let's start with those of you who are already in a relationship or a connection. You may be in some form of struggle or separation, but what I'm feeling here is that you guys are definitely coming into a dynamic new phase, like a dynamic new phase in your current relationship. Okay, there's a lot of potential to be had here. This relationship that you're in, even if it's feeling like a struggle right now, there is a tremendous amount of potential here that is something that is not been fully realized yet. Okay, I feel like you guys haven't reached the highest level of where this relationship could be just yet, and that's fine. You know, it's a work in progress. That is the message that Spirit is giving me, that it is definitely a work in progress, because I feel like what's going to happen here in terms of what's next in love is both of you are definitely going to make a lot of positive effort towards rising above whatever your obstacles have been. So if there's been drama, if there's been any kind of obstacles that have come in your way, you guys are really trying your best to rise above them. And there's going to be a lot of action that is put towards that, because I do feel that, you know, there's been a definite time period where you guys were in denial about what were your true issues. There were certain issues that were going on here in this connection that I feel you guys were both trying to repress and deny because you didn't want it to lead to a breakup. Okay, that's the energy I'm getting, is that neither of you wanted whatever your issues were to lead to a breakup. And so what you were doing was repressing or denying some of these issues in order to not rock the boat, in order to keep the peace, right? In order to kind of, have this kind of like false sense of security. But I feel like what's going to happen here is that you guys are getting tired of kind of like, walking on eggshells around each other. I think you guys are getting tired. Like you're getting to the point where you're just like, you know what? I just want to be myself. I don't want to have to worry about saying something wrong, doing something wrong, triggering you, or, I don't want to like always have an elephant in the room. Like, okay, here's our issue and it's sitting there, it's staring at us, but we're not talking about it. We're not going to look at that elephant. No, we're not going to look in that direction. We're just going to focus on our little tea party here. Like, like we're not going to do it. And I feel like that weighs upon you over time. Like you can do that, and many people do, and no judgment here if that's what you've been doing. I've done that myself too, but eventually it weighs on you. It weighs on the relationship. It weighs on the human heart. So I feel like you guys are going to come out of this. You're going to accept that, heck, there is some stuff here that we need to work out. Yeah, there may be some things that we need to just agree to disagree on. Maybe there won't be a resolution, but at least we're not denying it completely. At least we're not trying to ignore it. Maybe we can come to some sort of acceptance and mutual understanding that, yeah, there are certain issues that we have that we just have fundamentally different points of view on. And maybe, they're not going to resolve, but we don't have to be stressed about it. Maybe we can just take it in our stride. Maybe it's okay to accept. Okay. And that's why I feel like you guys are also going to, need some courage in order to do that. But I feel like you're really definitely listening to your body, because again, I feel like if you've been kind of silent or not wanting to deal with some of the issues in your relationship, I feel like, you may have been feeling the effects in your body, as in you may have been feeling stressed out. You maybe have some bodily pain, because it's going to come out. It's going to manifest that way. So I feel like now is the time to have courage. What's next in love for you guys is now you're going to have to really draw upon the courage, take action with passion, listen to your body. If you are feeling depleted by this connection, it's time to take action and clear the air, and stop denying or repressing whatever it is that you want to talk about. Come into integrity with each other so that you can move forward. Move forward. Get ready for a positive change. So there is a positive change coming, but when you guys talk to each other from truthfulness, from integrity. Look at this beautiful integrity card. So it's time. It's time for you to speak your truth. I think this is what Spirit is saying. And for some of you, this is not for everybody, but I do feel that for some of you, there may be something as one of your obstacles may be having to do with children from a previous relationship, or, family issues. This could also represent any kind of family issues that are coming in the way as an obstacle, other responsibilities, other influences. So that's for some of you, but I feel like you're going to be accepting those and trying to work through them as well. Now, for those of you who are looking for love, wanting to attract love, I feel like what's next in love for you. And for those of you who are in a relationship, I also feel that your finances are going to get better too as you move forward, for both of you, you and your partner. So that's another beautiful bonus right there. Now, for those of you who are looking for love, I feel like what's next in love for you is going to be really, really beautiful, because I do feel that that there is potential, right? That you have not realized yet, but that there is somebody out there who is going to help you realize that, and you're going to come together and realize it together. And I feel like you've been feeling this for a very long time. I feel like there's been, definitely times in your life, again, where you have repressed some of the things that you were feeling. And I do feel that for some of you you've been kind of trying to deny the sense of, like, I feel like there's a bit of like a sadder, like a lonelier energy that you've been trying to repress by really doing positive things in your life, which is wonderful. I feel like you've been trying your best to, not repress whatever emotions you've been going through, especially since the end of whatever was your last relationship. If you've been single for a while, I feel like you've been really trying to work on yourself and heal. You've been trying to rise above obstacles. You've been trying to rise above any kind of drama. You've really taken some time to, like, I feel like for those of you who've been doing this, you've been journaling, I'm feeling you've been healing, you've been doing spiritual practices that have been very helpful as well. So I feel like there's a lot of good energy coming here, where there's a lot of cleaning work, right? Energy cleaning work that has gone on here that is actually going to serve you a lot for those of you who are single and looking for love. I do feel that it has helped to bring you into integrity. Moving forward, you're becoming more and more truthful with yourself. This is a beautiful energy. You're coming into the wholeness of who you are. You're stepping into your true power. I feel like look at all these beautiful, beautiful cards of doing just that. And I feel like what's next for you in love is like, you're literally listening to yourself, right? You're listening to the wisdom of your body, your mind, your spirit. And it's gonna bring huge returns for you. Look at this. You are moving forward. You're taking action. You have valiant courage. This is so beautiful. And I feel like you're going to hit the lottery. Like, this to me is also like the lottery in relationships. And I feel very strongly for those of you who are looking for love. I feel like this is the card of winning the relationship lottery. As in, I feel like the next person who is coming into your life, you're going to feel like you hit the jackpot with this person. But here's the thing. You're going to feel like you hit the jackpot with this person, but the beauty of this is they're going to feel even more that they've hit the jackpot with you. Okay? Like, I feel like you're not giving yourself enough credit for how beautiful you have become, like internally, externally, in every way. Like, the beauty of your spirit is rising and rising. It is shining through. Look at this. You know, so again, if you've been putting yourself out there, whether it's on dating apps, dating websites, if you've been putting yourself out there with your family and friends saying, hey, you know, hook me up, like, let me know if you know somebody who'd be good for me. Like, this is really good. Keep putting yourself out there with that valiant courage, because the more you put yourself out there, the more you're going to attract this jackpot person who's kind of waiting to come into your life. But if you don't open a door somewhere, right? If you're not actively doing what needs to be done in order to invite them into your life, how can it happen? So I feel like Spirit is saying, do it with courage. Keep putting yourself out there. Be open to meeting new people. Listen to your own wisdom. That's going to be really important. Your integrity is going to attract an amazing person into your life. Why? Because I also feel that you have practiced and are practicing right now a lot of self-acceptance, and that is also a very beautiful energy. So when this person comes into your life, and we already saw with that page of air that, you know, it's going to start off with like messages going back and forth. There's going to be communication coming in soon for you. But what you're going to love about it is that you're going to feel very accepted by this person. It's going to flow very easily. Like, you're not going to feel that this is somebody who's judging you, who's coming to conclusions about you, like, you know, who's jumping to conclusions about you. You're going to feel a warmth and an acceptance from this person. They're going to be a very open and accepting person. Like, they're not going to judge you for your past. You're not going to want to judge them for their past. Not that you would, but you know what I mean. Like, they're going to be very warm, very open. And look at this. Like, there's like two hands coming together here. So you're going to have a mutual acceptance. That's going to be really beautiful. And you're going to feel like, wow, I'm finally moving forward in my life. Look at this. Get ready for positive change. So you're definitely moving onwards, upwards in a very positive and beautiful, beautiful way. And I love that. Oh, look at this. Look at this beautiful image here of you moving forward. I love it. And I also feel that this person who is coming into your life, for those of you who are in that stage of life, if you were looking for marriage, children, and commitment, for those of you who are looking for that, yes, this card tells me that this new person is going to bring that into your life if that is what you are seeking. If you would like to start a family, this is going to be the person. This is going to be your person, the right person for you to have that level of commitment with. Wow. Beautiful things coming through. I love it. I love it. Let me know what you thought of this reading in the comment box below. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of these oracle decks that I have created for all of you to gain more clarity on this journey, all of the links are in the box below. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. I'll see you all on the next video. My beautiful group 3 who chose Guinevere, True Love. This is your reading for what's next in love. Now, this is for both groups. So whether you are currently in a connection or a relationship, or if you are looking to attract love in your life, we're going to cover both of you for what is next in love. So let's go ahead and start with your tarot. We have the 10 of air or 10 of swords in reverse. Oh, I love seeing that in reverse. The sun, beautiful. 5 of fire, 5 of wands. And the fool. Wow. Very interesting. Very interesting. All right. So first of all, the first thing I want to say for both groups, okay? So whether you are in a connection, whether it's in struggle or separation, or if you are looking for love, there is a lot of positive and new experiences that are definitely coming your way. Because what I love about this, with this 10 of air coming up in reverse, this tells me that there has definitely been a lot of struggle that has gone on. I feel like you're coming off of a slightly difficult time in your life. There have been things that have been going on, again, whether you are in a relationship or connection now, or whether you are single because something ended at some point. I feel like you've been through a lot. There's been a lot of stress in your life. I feel for some of you, you may have gone through some anxiety and some depression, like situational depression, where you just feel like things haven't been going my way and I'm just feeling very blue. I'm feeling very down. But I feel like even though you were going through that, I feel like there was still a really beautiful underlying foundational energy within you that was still positive with the sun card. I mean, how lovely to get the 10 of air in reverse with the sun, because that really tells us that whatever obstacles or kind of downtime that you were going through, you are coming out of it. For sure, you are coming out of it. And that's a beautiful energy, right? Like, again, it's really important, even when we go through those lower vibrational states in life, and we all do, right? Like, there's going to be times when we feel very low vibration, when we don't feel like ourselves, when we feel like we're really struggling, we all have that. But if you can hold on, even in those moments, if you can hold on to some form of positivity, like with that sun's energy, if you still have an undercurrent of happiness running through you, I think it's really important to have that. So what I mean by that, and I think what Spirit means by that, is that, hopefully even in your darker times, you are still holding on to this notion that, I'm just going to ride this out. I know that my life is going to turn a corner. I know that my corner is coming. I know that right now things are looking a bit more difficult, but I can see it as a passing phase, with the sun's energy. Like, I know the sun is going to shine upon me again really soon. I just kind of have to get through a bit of this passing phase. And so I feel like same thing for those of you who are in a current relationship. I feel like your relationship may have been going through some turbulent or tough times. Your connection may be going through some struggle right now, but I feel that in terms of what's next for you in love is that Spirit wants to tell you that you're going to come out of it. It's going to get better, but that you really do need to stand your ground. 5 of fire. This is the energy of kind of sticking to your guns, in a good way, like as in stand your ground, whether it is with the person that you're with or whether you're single. It's like stand your ground with the universe and say, what? I believe I deserve a really great relationship. I deserve real love. I deserve the kind of relationship that I know that I would really thrive in. And so I'm going to hold fast to that. Like, I'm not going to compromise on the vision that I have of that. I am going to stand my ground. I'm going to stand in my convictions of what it is that I truly want and what I know that I deserve. And this is why what leads me to this beautiful energy of the Fool. I feel like, you know, for those of you who are in a relationship or looking for love, wanting to attract love, the Fool's energy is beautiful. It tells me that there is going to be a turnaround here, as in, you know, you don't have to overthink this. Go with the flow of how this new energy comes into your life, because there's something new that's coming in here. For those of you who are in a connection, you're going to be able to renew this connection, as in you're going to be able to breathe new life into it. So whatever the issues are, if you can stand in your power, if you can stick to your convictions, but not be to the point of like being stubborn, right? So I feel like if there are things that you want to change or shift in your current relationship, Spirit is saying, you know, speak your truth in an effective way, but don't be incredibly stubborn. You know, try to be flexible. Try to bring the energy of the Fool back into your connection, because the Fool's energy is the energy of not overthinking things, you know, being willing to take a leap of faith, giving somebody a chance. Even if you feel that there's been disappointment, you know, opening your energy up to maybe a point of view that you are not used to. Maybe your person has certain mindset or a certain point of view that is hard for you to digest. So I feel like Spirit is giving you the challenge in this Fool's energy that, you know, if your person is reasonable in some of these ideas that they have, maybe you should open your mind to seeing what it is they have to say or what it is that they think, and trying to look at it from their perspective. Now, for those of you who are looking for love, wanting to attract love, I feel like, you know, when you stand in your own power and really focus on your own value, you know, be empowered, know what you're worth, put out that vibration that you are not weak, you are not desperate, you're not a pleaser. You're not going to just sit there and please anybody who comes along. You're going to demonstrate your power and your worth, but you're going to do it in a way that is not like overpowering or overbearing, or comes off as like, you know, like bitchy, you know, or like, you know, mean. So I feel like when you do that, and not that you are bitchy and mean now, but as in like when you do that, when you kind of stand in your own power of who you are, knowing your worth, coming out of this, you know, whatever has been this phase of, you know, feeling a bit down or blue. Again, for those of you who are looking for love, this Fool's energy is going to be beautiful for you, because it is definitely a new beginning. There's a new adventure that is coming to you. And I think Spirit is saying, don't overthink it. Okay, so again, if you're on a dating app, if you're on dating websites, if you've told your family and friends that, hey, you know, I'm open, if you know anybody who you think would be good for me, you know, let me know, right? I feel like Spirit is saying, open yourself up to a new adventure and don't overthink anything. Just go with the flow. Take a leap of faith that it's all going to work out, right? You don't even know where the road is leading you. But I feel like also Spirit is saying, co-create with your inner being here. Okay, co-create this with Spirit. Let Spirit come in and take the driver's seat. You just come through with the Fool's energy and say, Spirit, I am open to this new open road. I'm really seeing a vision here of the open road. Like, you know what? You have every option at your feet. The world is at your feet. You can go down any road, any path you want. But if you feel confused about that, this is the best time to let Spirit do the driving. You sit in the passenger seat and enjoy the ride and say, Spirit, I am open. Inner being, I am open. You know better than I do who is the right person for me. You know what I'm looking for. You know what person would just get me dancing, you know, would make my heart just leap. And I'm going to put my faith in you that you are going to bring that person. I'm going to open myself up, keep my vibration high, get happy and get centered, and truly believe that I am this beautiful fool on a new adventure. Okay, I'm not going to overthink it here, because overthinking is what gets us in trouble. Overthinking takes us into those darker places where we're like, well, I don't know, is it ever going to happen? Is it going to ever, am I worthy, right? A lot of those like negative self-talk comes from that over kind of thinking that's going on. So we want to stay away from that, and we want to keep ourselves open to what the universe is trying to tell us, what the universe, what spirit is trying to direct us to. That's what we want to focus on. Wow, this is amazing. Okay, so look at these cards. So let's see, what further messages does Spirit have for us? Very soon, protection, discovering truth, you stand in the light of truth, surrender to trust. Woo, we're getting mail here. Willingness and self-reliance. Beautiful. Okay, so let's get some more messages here. Spirit, can you give us some more messages about what's next in love for our beautiful people who are either in a connection or are open to receiving new love? Oh my gosh. Wow. There's some amazing stuff going on here. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with those of you who are currently in a connection. Okay, so what I'm feeling here is that you guys are definitely, again, what's next in love? I think what's happening here is that the connection that you're in right now, there are certain things that you are going to have to trust, okay? Because I'm feeling that for some of you, you may be struggling right now with trust issues with your person. There may be something here that has gone on that has diminished your trust in this person. I'm not saying that they've cheated on you or anything, although for some of you, there is some sort of a third party situation that may be happening right now. And as I always say, a third party situation doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It could even be obstacles that are coming from family, friends, other situations, other influences. So this is why I'm feeling that there's something here about you needing to either figure out whether you can truly trust the person you're in. Are they being influenced by other people? Are they putting you in a third party situation that is not right? I mean, that's just not fair to you. Why do you not trust them? Or what issues have come up here about trust? Because I feel like what Spirit is saying here is that in order to move forward in this relationship, if you're in one already, you're going to have to bring forth your willingness to trust this person. At some point, this relationship, obviously no relationship can survive without mutual trust, but you have to be willing to give each other that trust, right? And so if you feel that your person has betrayed your trust in some way, it's going to be time to discover what the truth is around that, okay? Discover truth. You stand in the light of truth. So this tells us that you're going to have to take it upon yourself to bring the transformation that you want in this connection. Like, I feel like there's going to be a breakthrough here for those of you who are in some form of struggle or separation, or in a connection right now that you're seeking some clarity on. I feel like Spirit is saying that you guys are approaching a point, a tipping point, where you are definitely going to either break through to the other side and start trusting each other, or you're going to have to decide, what is it that you truly want. And that conversation is imminent, as in you're going to stand in the light of your truth. And for most of you, you're going to have a breakthrough. You're going to reinvent this relationship in a way that creates the trust, both of you are going to have to really work on this transformation. But I do feel, and the reason why I feel that it's going to work out for you is because we got this protection card. So I feel that Spirit is saying that this connection is protected. This connection is blessed. You are blessed. You are protected. So this is why I feel that the outcome here is going to be positive for you, because look, there is a very deep connection here. So for those of you looking for a twin flame connection confirmation, this is a beautiful card to get. It does not come up often. So when it does, it is very significant. So there is a deep connection here. Whether you believe in twin flames or not really doesn't matter. It's just a label. It's a deep connection, and it is one that is coming to fruition very, very soon. Okay, there's going to be movement on this very, very soon. But I also feel that Spirit is saying that, you know, you have to be very, very self-reliant and independent. You know, even though you're in this connection, even though you're in this relationship, you can't lose yourself to it. Okay, you want to be equal partners, but you want to also be very self-reliant. You can't lose yourself within this connection to the point where you become dependent upon the other person. You don't want to do that. And self-reliance is always more attractive anyway, right? When your partner knows that you want them, but you don't need them, that changes everything, right? Because neediness repels. Desire from an empowered place is attractive, right? So that is really, really important. Your self-reliance, your belief in yourself, your belief in your value and self-worth is going to add richness to this connection. And I feel if you are a feminine watching here for your masculine, I feel like that's really powerful here. Your masculine is showing up strong. Okay, so there is a very strong connection here between masculine and feminine here. If you are feminine, that is, you know, watching for your masculine. Now, for those of you who are looking for love, wanting to attract love into your life, I feel that there is something really beautiful coming your way. And again, if you are a feminine who is wanting that special masculine in her life, well, here he is showing up very clearly here. Okay, so this tells me that there is someone coming into your life. There's a masculine coming into your life very, very soon. Isn't this beautiful? But look at this. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So I feel like Spirit is saying, is there something here that you're not clear on? Do you need to work on gaining some clarity on what it is that you're looking for in a masculine? And if you are masculine watching this, you know, for a feminine, it's the same thing. It doesn't matter. You know, either way, whether you are looking for a masculine or a feminine in your life, love is love. And, you know, clarity is supreme, right? So you want to get very, very clear on what is your truth. You know, what is it that you truly want? And I feel like Spirit is laying down the challenge here. You know, first, be self-reliant. Don't be afraid to fly solo. And they say, I believe this, that, you know, when you are deliriously happy being single and you're not, like, it's not that you're not looking. You are looking, right? You are looking. You do want love. You're putting yourself out there. But you're not, again, afraid that you'll never find anybody. You're not wallowing in like self-pity or victim mentality, not that you are, or you're not like kind of really sad and depressed about it, but you're saying, look, you know what, for now I'm single. I know it's a temporary state. I know it's not going to last forever. I know there's somebody wonderful coming towards me. So you know what, I'm going to be happy while I'm single. I'm going to be deliriously happy. And that is actually going to bring your person in faster. Why, you may ask? Because you have great energy when you are deliriously happy exactly where you are. You are self-reliant. You are flying solo, but you know that it is temporary, and you know, you're just enjoying that time. You're taking that time for yourself. You're taking that time to get more clear on what you want. And at the same time, you're willing and open to new possibilities, right? So it's like you are single and happy, but willing and open to new possibilities and new people. And And you know also, and I feel like Spirit wants you to also stand in the power of the truth of knowing that you are protected. You know, like Spirit has your back. Look at this. This person showing their back, right, to Spirit, like, because Spirit has their back. Spirit is carrying them. There you go, right there. Look, they're not even like doing anything in that basket. They're just resting there with the knowing that Spirit is carrying them. Isn't it beautiful that Spirit is protecting them, carrying them? Spirit is there for them. Just have the willingness and the openness for a person to come in. But you can definitely let Spirit be the energy that drives you forward. Okay, that drives you forward to where it is that you need and want to go. And so I feel very much for those of you who are looking for love or wanting love, that there is a big transformation coming here for you. And you also are calling in somebody very, very significant here. You are calling in a very, very deep, meaningful, and beautiful connection into your life. And it is coming. And we're seeing this very, very soon. Look at that. Okay, so I feel like Spirit is saying the more you trust, that's the other thing. You also have to surrender to trust, right? You have to have trust in the universe, trust in Spirit, that everything that you are doing right now to transform yourself, like all the ways in which you are healing, working on yourself, standing in your power, being self-reliant, being happy flying solo, being really content and happy and high vibe wherever you are right now, knowing that there is no lack in this universe, knowing that it's all out there for you. The more you trust, Spirit is saying, the more quickly this person is coming into your life. And I think that is absolutely beautiful because there's a transformation that's happening. You are breaking through to this next level. And again, I feel like for those of you who are in that stage of life, and are wanting marriage and a family, or to start a family, or to have children, you're getting both here, which is beautiful. You're going to meet somebody very significant, and this is the person with which you are going to want to start a family, and they're going to want to start one with you too. So this is like amazing, beautiful energy coming through. I love it. So let me know what you thought of your reading in the comment box below. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of these oracle decks that I've created for all of you who are on this journey, all of the links are in the box below. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I love you so much, and I'll see you all on the next video.